Today, I'm sharing the real reason your energy crashes by 3 p.m., and it has nothing to do with how much rest you think you're getting. Before we dive in, though, let me introduce myself. My name is Leslie Godet, and I'm a self care strategist for high performing, high achieving women who are building businesses, movements, and legacies that matter. I help my clients protect their energy, sharpen their decision making, and create more space to lead their lives with clarity, not overwhelm, by using high performance self care strategies that actually work in real life. And if you've been craving a way to protect your energy and stay focused without needing a week off to recover, stay with me because I'll share how to take the next step at the end of today's session. So let's get into it. Most high performing women think the answer to feeling better is taking a few days off because that's what we've been taught, right? You wait for the crash, you hit the wall, then maybe you give yourself permission to rest. But here's the truth. The real reason you're tired isn't because you need a 3 day weekend or maybe you skipped it altogether. And it's not because you needed time off. You're tired because you never actually reset your energy while you are working. And when that's your default, you end up spending your weekends recovering from the week instead of living your life, having fun, because that's what life is all about, too, right? Enjoying life. So today I'm showing you how to shift that, not by doing less, not by booking more vacations, but by learning how to protect your energy while you work, while you show up, and while you lead. Because real rest isn't a reward, it's a rhythm, right? It's the signal to your nervous system that it's safe to slow down. And it's how you clear your mind, protect your focus, and reset before burnout takes the wheel. So, let's start with what most women think rest looks like and why it's not actually restoring their energy. Because most women I work with believe they're taking breaks throughout the day. But what they're actually doing is shifting focus. They're not really resetting their nervous system. And that difference, it's everything. So let's talk about what's really happening. Number one, you're still mentally on when you take a break. You might step away from your desk, right? You might step away from your computer, but you haven't actually given yourself that permission to pause because pausing doesn't feel productive. It feels like falling behind, right? Your idea of a break might look like scrolling social media, not to unwind, but to distract yourself from the pressure you can't name, or really to see what everyone else is doing, to see if you're actually measuring up, right? Where's the bar? Or you're mentally rehearsing conversations because you're afraid of being misunderstood or saying the wrong thing. Or maybe you're even replaying that email that you just sent because you're second guessing how it came across and whether or not it landed the right way. And while all of that is running in the background, even if you pause what you're doing, your brain is still in performance mode, not recovery mode, because slowing down feels unsafe when your mind is wired to keep going, which means that your nervous system never gets the cue to actually downshift, to unwind. Number two, your breaks are reactive, not intentional. You wait until you're totally drained before you stop. So by the time you finally do take that break, it's not rest, it's recovery time. It's not energy protection, it's damage control. It's like ignoring the gas light on your car, waiting till the engine starts sputtering before making it to the next station so you can fill up. That's not fuel management, it's actually survival mode. That's what's happening when you don't pay attention to your energy reserves. You hit that point of running on empty and you risk burning out. And when burnout happens, it isn't a fluke, it's the outcome of ignoring your internal dashboard. Number three, you don't listen to your body, meaning a true reset isn't just about stepping away from work. It's about signaling safety to your body. Now, most breaks never tap into that. They don't include coming back to your breath because deep intentional breathing is what tells your body it's safe to relax, not just rush to the next thing. Movement, getting your body moving so that the stress doesn't stay stuck inside and turn into tension you carry the rest of the day. Or grounding through your senses of sound, smell, or touch, calming yourself so that you can drop back into the present moment instead of mentally racing through what's next. When your body doesn't get the cue to exhale, your system stays in go mode. And a break that doesn't reset your nervous system isn't really a break at all. Without those sensory inputs, the nervous system stays activated. The body never gets the message that it's okay to let go. So, stepping away from your computer and grabbing your phone to scroll social media might feel like you're taking a break. But if you're scrolling mindlessly just to disconnect, you're still overstimulating your brain and you're not resetting your nervous system. Number 4, you rely on one big break instead of consistent micro resets. You push through your week on empty, telling yourself, it's okay, I'll rest on the weekend. But no sleep in on Saturday can undo 5 days of depletion from back-to-back decisions, nonstop output, and never-ending urgency. Just like one glass of water doesn't fix a day of dehydration. Energy isn't something you reset once. It's something that you regulate all day in real time. It happens in those micro moments throughout your day. Now, without consistency, even long breaks fall flat. And when you're always waiting until you crash to recharge, you're building a life that constantly feels like you're always in fix-it mode. So here's the truth. If your version of rest still leaves your shoulders tight, your breath shallow, your mind racing, it's not a real reset. And all you're doing is you're putting a Band-Aid on the buildup of tension that's been draining you all day, physically, mentally, and emotionally. It might look like rest, but your body and your brain never actually get the chance to reset, like your nervous system never gets the chance to exhale, which is why your energy isn't recovering. So now let's get to the actual framework and let's break it down. Now, most people think they're resting when they pause, but their nervous system is still running. And the reason their energy doesn't recover isn't about how long they pause, it's about how well they reset. This framework is built on 3 different ways to reset your energy in real time, each one working with a different part of your nervous system. And here's something important to know. This 3-part reset strategy isn't about doing all 3 at once, but what it is giving you are 3 access points to help your mind and your body recover when your energy starts slipping. Each one is a complete standalone reset. And depending on what your body's asking for in that moment, whether that's mental quiet, whether that's physical release or sensory grounding, you get to choose the reset that gives you exactly what you need in that moment. So let's break it down. Reset number 1 is the breath reset. This is all about interrupting mental noise. If your mind's racing, looping, or foggy, this is your way back to calm and focus. So why this matters is that your breath is the fastest way to send a slow down signal to your brain. And the reason is because breathing acts as a rapid signal to the brain to slow down and initiate a relaxation response due to its connection with the nervous system, particularly the vagus nerve, which is the nerve that carries signals between the brain and the body's organs. By slowing our breathing, signals are sent to the brain, triggering the parasympathetic nervous system, which is responsible for rest and digest functions, right? Like slowing your heart rate and reducing stress. By anchoring your awareness to your breathing, you shift your focus away from external pressure and you bring your mind into the present moment. This isn't about deep meditation. It's a short moment of intentional presence to reset your mental clarity. Next is reset number 2, the body reset. This is about moving energy out of your system, especially when stress shows up physically. Now, this matters because our bodies hold on to stress, right? When you're tense, you're overstimulated or you're shut down, your body is saying, I'm still in survival mode. This reset uses simple movement, stretching, walking, shaking out tension to tell your nervous system that you're safe now. And when your body settles, your mind can follow. Now, reset number 3 is the sensory reset. This reset helps you reconnect to your environment and ground yourself through your senses. When you're overstimulated or emotionally flatlined, your senses become either hypersensitive or numbed out. And this will help you, this reset helps you to use by using touch, sound, and scent or breath to bring you back into your body and into the moment without needing to think your way there. When you pause to notice the feeling of your fingertips or listen for distant sounds or smell something calming, something that smells good, like how about that fresh baked bread, right? You're telling your system, we're here now. And that's what allows your brain, for yourself, to relax. So how they work together is that each of these resets supports your energy in a different but complementary way. Breath clears the mental clutter. Movement discharges tension from the body, and sensory grounding brings you back to the present. You don't need to use all three every time, but knowing the strategy gives you options so that whenever your system, whatever it needs in the moment, you have got a way to meet it. This is how you move from waiting until you're drained to resettling while you're still steady and protecting your energy before it runs out. Okay, so let's move from understanding the rest reset strategy to actually applying it. These are the exact types of resets you can integrate into your day in just 10 minutes or less. So you don't need to wait for a full weekend or a long break away to finally feel like yourself again. These aren't random breaks. They're short, strategic resets designed to give your nervous system what it actually needs to downshift in real time. You get to pick one reset based on what your system is craving in the moment. Each one stands alone and each one works. So first, let's start with the reset number one, which was the breath reset. You can't reset if your brain's still racing 10 steps ahead, right? If your mind feels scattered, you're overthinking, or you're stuck in loops, this is a really great place to start, because this is all about gently interrupting the swirl of mental noise. You don't need to clear your mind or completely, you don't have to clear your mind completely, right? Or you don't need to meditate for an hour, because I know a lot of people think, oh, meditation. Yes, I love meditation. It's great. It's grounding. But you don't need to do long meditations, and you don't need to clear your mind completely. It's just needing a few intentional moments to help your brain stop spinning and to start settling. So first, you would sit comfortably in a chair, and then you would set your phone's timer for 10 minutes. Or if you have a timer, I know some people have actual little timers that they use. And then you close your eyes or you soften your gaze, whatever feels comfortable for you. And then you bring your awareness to your breath, moving in and out of your nose and noticing the temperature of the air as you inhale and as you exhale. You breathe in deeply, I would suggest for a count of 5, and then you breathe out for a count of 5. And you anchor into that rhythm, not to change it, but to feel it, right? This is all about feeling. You might even say to yourself, right now, I'm just here, or this breath is all I need to focus on. What this practice gives your mind is a point of presence instead of all the tabs that you've been trying to keep open, right? All of the things that you have to do. It's a pattern interrupt, and it helps your mind reset. Okay, let's move on to reset number 2, the body reset. When stress builds, your body holds it, right? Tight shoulders, clenched jaw, shallow breath. But this reset, the body reset, is all about helping your system let go without strain, without effort, just awareness and movement. So first, again, set your timer for 10 minutes, and you can sit or stand, whatever is comfortable for you, like whatever feels best and most comfortable. And then gently roll your shoulders forward 3 to 5 times, and then backwards 3 to 5 times. Then once you've done that, stretch your neck by gently tilting your head side to side, and no forcing. You're just noticing like how it feels as you're stretching your neck side to side, right? And then place your hands on your hips when you've finished that, or at your sides, and take in some slow, steady, deep breaths, bringing them in, just bringing that in, and then letting the breath out. Stand up if you're able, and then walk slowly around your space, wherever you are. Just take some steps around, and with each step, feel the ground beneath your feet, like become aware of what you're actually moving and where your feet are landing. And count 10 steps as an example, while simply breathing and noticing what it feels like to move more slowly than usual. You don't need to stretch far. You don't need to break a sweat. It's not a race. You just need to interrupt the physical tension that your body has quietly been holding all day. And when your body gets the message that it's safe, your mind follows. This is how you reclaim your calm from the inside out. Now, if 10 minutes feels like it's too much, or that it's like, well, this shouldn't take 10 minutes, then do for 5 minutes. Even 5 minutes can create the shift your nervous system needs to reset and refocus. Okay, let's talk about reset number 3, the sensory reset. When your energy feels scattered, drained, or overstimulated, use your senses to ground yourself in the present moment. This reset I'm introducing to you is about gently anchoring your awareness through sound and touch, simply. So first, again, you're going to set your timer for 10 minutes, and then you're going to sit comfortably and you're going to close your eyes. And then you're going to listen. What's the closest sound that you can hear? And then you're going to listen to what's the farthest sound that you can hear. And give yourself time to actually anchor in those sounds, like being able to name what you hear, like whatever the closest sound is. Maybe you hear your fan. Maybe that's the closest sound. Maybe the furthest sound away is that you hear cars driving on the street that's 2 streets over from you. You know it because you know your neighborhood, right? You give yourself a moment to just really anchor in the sounds. And then you bring in touch. So what you do is you take your forefinger and you place it at the base of your thumb like this. As you slide it up, breathe in, do this slowly. And then as you slide it down, you breathe out. And again, slowly. This isn't a race, okay? You repeat this on each finger. Then, because what you're going to do is you're going to take your thumb and you're going to then put it at the base of each finger, and you repeat it on each finger. And then you switch hands and you do that all over again. What this is doing is anchors your breath to movement and calms your nervous system while also bringing in your sense of touch, right? Next, you can end this by rubbing 2 fingertips together, maybe taking your forefinger and your thumb, or your middle finger and your thumb, and you're feeling the ridges. You notice the texture, the pressure, the sensation. And what you're doing is you're letting it pull you back into your body, like you're becoming very hyper aware of the sense of touch. The goal here isn't to zone out, okay? It's to tune in, again, bringing you back to the present, snapping you out of the stress moment, helping you step out of mental noise and into calm awareness where your energy can reset itself and your mind can soften. Now, these resets aren't just about checking out. They're actually about tuning into you, into your body, so that you can notice how you're feeling, like what you're feeling, how you're feeling, and guide yourself out of stress and back into a grounded and more calm state of being. The more you use these resets, the less you'll rely on exhaustion to tell you that it's okay, that it's time to slow down. It'll become more natural for you to reset before you hit empty, before you hit that brick wall. And the more you use them, the more you normalize rest as a necessary part of your day, not a recovery plan, right? And the more you'll find that you stay clear, calm, and in control throughout your day. So you can show up fully present for your work, for your family, and even for yourself without running on fumes. Because the fastest way to interrupt the stress cycle is really through the body and your senses, not through thinking harder, thinking like, how am I going to get out of this, right? These resets help you ground yourself, to reclaim clarity, to protect your presence, to protect your peace of mind, refuel you in real time. Again, a reminder, you do not need to do all of these resets every single time. It's really about you choosing one that resonates with you based on what you believe you need in the moment. One is enough. The key here is that it's intentional, that you put these resets intentionally, remembering that, again, that you're not numbing out, you're tuning in, and you're allowing yourself to come back to center so that your nervous system can exhale and your energy can reset. So I'm trying to keep my lives a little bit shorter, to the point. I know that time is a valuable commodity, and I know that your time is just as, my time is valuable, your time is valuable, so I'm trying to keep these shorter. If today's conversation showed you just how much your energy and focus are impacted by what you say yes to, and you're ready to protect your capacity with more intention, not just by taking better breaks, but by making better decisions, I'm going to invite you to book a Yes Reset strategy call with me. It's a powerful next step for if you want to stop defaulting to overcommitting, to reclaim your focus and your energy, and really start to say yes to what aligns and know without second guessing yourself. You'll walk away with clarity, a greater clarity around where your energy's leaking and how to start making decisions that really reflect your real capacity, not just what is on your calendar, right? Now, if this speaks to you, drop reset, comment, or just comment that you're ready for this, or just send me a message and I will share you the link to book your call. Now, before we wrap up today, I want you to remember this. You don't need to wait until you're running on fumes, okay, to start honoring your capacity in real time. You don't need to justify rest by hitting your breaking point. You don't need to run yourself into the ground to finally give yourself a breather. The truth is, how you manage your energy while you're working matters just as much as what you do when you're recovering. Really, no matter what you're doing, whether you're in your personal life or your professional life, taking care of you is so important. Your well-being is too valuable to be treated like an afterthought. And so as you move through the rest of your week, remember, a few intentional minutes every day can change the trajectory of your day. You don't have to wait for a crash to give your nervous system what it's been asking for. And every time you normalize rest, you stop needing to prove that it's okay for you to take a break, and you break your cycle of depletion and start honoring what you need. So take the pause, take the breather, reset when you need to, because your well-being doesn't start when the work is done. It starts now. Thanks for being here with me today. If this resonated, make sure that you subscribe if you haven't already and hit the bell so you never miss when I go live. And again, if you're ready to take this work deeper, drop reset in the comments or send me a message and I'll send you the link to book your Yes Reset Strategy call. I hope that you have an amazing rest of your day. Take care of yourself this week, and I will see you next time.